In this quick hit, I'm going to show you how to prepare your audio to pull it down onto the timeline within Premiere. If you know what you're doing, you just can't remember how to, the quick version, you right click on your clip, you go to modify, audio channels, you change it from stereo to mono, depending on whether you have two channels or just one channel, put the number in there, and then you hit OK. Okay, the long version now. So why do we have to do this? Well, if you're recording anything on a Canon XF305 or the Blackmagic Ursa Mini, it will have two microphone inputs, channel 1 and channel 2. And what happens when you pull that down into Premiere is it puts it on the same audio track here. So you can see here we've got two bits of audio. They look pretty similar, so it's obviously recording the same thing. So what's the problem? I'm just going to play, have a look over here while I play it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And, that's where the future is going to be, I think, is, the more materials
So that sounds okay, but we can see here they're not quite matched up.
that we can bring in and mix materials with another.
And that's because they are actually different audio tracks. So the top one was recorded with the microphone, so he had a microphone on him. And the bottom one is the Atmos mic that I had on the camera. There was a lot of fantastic stuff going on at the 3D print show, so I had this mic on my camera all the time, so I could just capture the sounds as I was walking around. And obviously it records them both at the same time. And what that means is in one ear you've got if you're listening on headphones, in one ear you've got his interview, which sounds perfect, and on the other ear you've got the Atmos mic, so you will still be able to hear him. But mixed together, it just means you've got a lot of background noise in there. And also, when you upload it to YouTube, you may well lose one of the channels altogether, and it might just pick the wrong one. And it's really easy to fix. So what we need to do is we need to find it within the project window. If you've got a lot of clips and you can't quite remember where it is, it's very simple. You right click and you go to reveal in project, and it will show you. Sorry, let's just click off that. You right click, reveal in project, and it'll find it for you. And then you just right click on there, go to modify, audio channels. We don't want it stereo because stereo puts two channels on one audio track. So we click it onto mono. If you know you only used one audio track, that's fine, you can leave it as one. If you use channel 1 on the camera, that translates to left. So channel 1 or microphone 1 is left, and channel 2 or microphone 2 is right. The easy way to remember that is it's alphabetical, which is always nice and neat, quite like that. So I'm going to put 2 in here so we get both tracks. Hit OK, and it'll tell us that it's only going to affect clips that within the project window, nothing on the timeline. So that means we're going to have to pull it down again. And that's fine. So we hit OK. So that's now got the audio split. So obviously we need to get it on the timeline. So what you do is on the timeline, you select your clip. But we would really like the in and out points because this interview is a couple of minutes long. So what we need to do now, this is the magic bit, you press the F key, which is the find key. And not only does it find your clips, it finds the in and out points, which is fantastic. So now if I bring this down onto my timeline, you will see that it's still got the left channel and the right channel, but they're now on separate tracks, which is fantastic. So if we listen to them together,
And, that's where the future is going to be.
it's equal in both ears. And if you watch the left-right channels over here,
I think is, the more material.
it's absolutely equal, because what it's done is it's got a mix of them on both left and right because they are now mono channels. So let's just solo them. So I'm going to solo the top track.
Yeah, it's crazy. And, that's where the future is going to be, I think, is.
So that's our interview, and it's really nice. There's not too much background sound. That's really good, nice level. If we solo the other one, you can hear the difference.
Yeah, it's crazy. And, that's where the future is going to be, I think.
So that's more background noise and less interview. So we want to take this out altogether. If you hold down your Alt key, you can select just one of the channels, and then you just hit delete. And now,
Yeah, it's crazy. And, that's where the future is going to be, I think.
we've got lovely, clear sound. So anytime that you film something on a camera where you've got two microphone inputs, before you start editing, it's a really good idea to just split your audio channels out like this. And the good thing is you can select all your clips within your project window, and you can right click and you can do them all at the same time. And it's a good idea to do this before you start, and then everything is sorted.